Hey, Advise and Shine, I'm so glad to be back. So sorry I haven't filmed in a while. Life's been crazy, and there's been some days that have been okay, but then there's been days that have not been okay. And they've really helped me see my struggles and how I can improve. So, that's what I want to talk about today is the fact that it's okay to not be okay. There are times in our lives when we take necessary time to ourselves to figure out where we want to go, who we want to be, and that's all great. And acknowledging those times where it's hard is a great step in the right direction to make those changes. Now, this is somewhat similar to, being true to your groove, my last video. But as we take that time, we learn stuff about us, we learn stuff about the world around us. And as we grasp onto that change, we improve ourselves. We're not getting rid of any of the good, we're just adding to it. And in my own life, my own struggle with mental illness, as I have gone through my peaks and valleys, I like to call them, where one day you're down in the dumps and then the next day you're on the highest peak, you can just see forever, you feel you're on top of the world. In each of those moments, I've had to learn to ask myself one question. And that question is, why am I okay or why am I not okay? And what can I learn from that? For example, I'll give an experience of I found out someone I love passed away. And I was like, what am I going to do now? But then I realized I can continue that person's legacy, even if I'm not directly related. So as we take the time to get to know someone, to learn who they are and who they can become, we can carry on that legacy even if they pass away. Or if we pass each other and we, go our separate ways, we can take that journey with us and add it to our own. As we add to our own journey, we can accomplish so much more. And we can bring people along in that journey. So, as I wrap up this video, remember that one question: why am I not okay and why am I okay? And how can those answers help you change? Because I know they've helped me change. And, I've moved to a new apartment. That's why my background looks a little different. But I just want you guys to know from my own raw experience that it's okay to not be okay, but what's not okay is just allowing yourself to wallow in those moments of down, and as well to not acknowledge those moments when you're down. There has to be a fine balance between good and bad. We have to acknowledge the bad so we can notice the good, and we have to acknowledge the good so in those times of bad we can reflect on the good. So as you do this, I challenge you to comment your own experience, to subscribe to this channel, and to share, because that's all I want, is for people to know they are not alone in this fight with mental illness. For I have gone through it, many of my loved ones have gone through it. We are still technically in recovery, but we are going to make it through this together. I love you all. You're amazing. Even if you watch this and I've never met you, I know you're amazing because I've seen so many people in my own life change, that I know every human being who watches this has the ability to change despite their circumstances. So go forward and be that change you wish to see in yourself and in those around you. And I look forward to hearing from you next week. Have a great week.